When you chase the light, the world chases you. I remember there was a scholar, he said two things. First, he said that the problem with Muslims today is that they have one foot in the Deen and one foot in the Dunya. And as a result, what they're doing is they're standing in the doorway, right? They want to have their Deen, but they want to have their Dunya at the same time. And as a result, when you stand in the doorway, you create this blockage. And that's why more people are not really entering into Islam, because we Muslims want to have it both ways. And the solution is to enter into Islam fully and then invite the other people to come. So inshallah, this is one of the things that I think we, our children, need, is that we need to not be Muslims, not be Muslims who are sort of slightly ashamed of who we are. We need to be proud, unapologetic Muslims who fully practice Islam and then invite other people. That's how I became Muslim. I became Muslim because one of my friends showed me the beauty of Islam through his akhlaq, through his character, and so on. The other thing the scholar said was that if you've ever been to a playground, you might watch kids playing this game where they're chasing their shadow. They're trying to catch their shadow and they run after it, and of course the shadow is always one step in front of them. And he said there's a simple way for them to win this game. And what you have to do is, instead of chasing your shadow, you turn away from the shadow and you walk towards the light. And when you walk towards the light, the shadow follows along obediently behind you. And what he was saying here was that what we do as Muslims a lot of the time is we're chasing after the dunya. We see the dunya and we're chasing after it, and as a result it feels like it's always one step in front of us. Our bank account goes up, then our expenses go up, and we are still feeling the same way. Right? We're chasing after the dunya, it's always one step in front. What he said is we should turn away from that and start walking towards the nur of Islam, right? And then what happens is the dunya follows along obediently behind us. And this is something that I see a lot, that a lot of what I'm telling students to focus on is not so much, the building this incredible college profile and this and that. It's really discovering who you are and doing things that are in alignment with who you are, the depth of your soul. Because what ends up happening, the paradox is that if you focus on the Deen and focus on preparing for the Akhirah, then the Dunya comes right at your feet. So what most people do, they're chasing after prestige, and then they're feeling a little bit empty. They have an inauthentic profile. It looks really good on paper, but there's no real authenticity there. Sometimes they get rejected, they lost everything. Sometimes they get accepted, but they still don't feel super fulfilled. And more than anything, they don't go off and lead these really meaningful lives. Versus the faith-centered approach, pursuing meaningful work, developing those authentic passions, building that purposeful profile, and then inshallah the colleges come and pursue you. So one of my favorite sayings is that college is not the trophy, it's the trampoline. College is not the thing that we're trying to seek. College is not the trophy that we put on the mantle. Instead, college is the trampoline that's going to lead us towards success.